What is good, YouTube? Logan back here with Hype Hustle, bringing more content for you to help free up your life by making money on your own terms. Like I said before in my last video, if you've been following along, I will be going over every way that you can make money using Amazon. Now, if you've been following along or if you're new to the channel, I've been working in gig work for the last 3 years or so, and I just stopped doing that recently. Check out the last video, I'll have it set up here. I compared all the food services, delivery services, to which one you can make the most money with. And I, as promised at the end of that video, said I would be going over the ways to make money with Amazon online. Amazon is the biggest online retailers. These first ones I'm going to go over to, you can start making money with Amazon without even leaving your house. The first one I'm going to go over to is called Amazon Associate, and that is where you get referral money from referring someone to buy a certain product on Amazon. So say you like a certain product and you refer it to someone, or you have a different type of product you like to order, works well for a certain project. You can refer someone to that and you'll actually get a little bit of money back towards yourself. A lot of different YouTubers and people use that to make money, and there's a lot of people that make money just doing affiliate marketing, which is what Amazon Associate is. It's their program of doing that. As Amazon has a big amount of products on their website, it's easy for you to find a product and essentially sell it or make a little bit of a profit off of it. Now, to do this, you're going to have a qualifying website to be able to apply for it, and then you actually have a trial period. I did it for a little while. I wasn't able to make enough on it to keep my Amazon Associate account up, but if you do and you're able to sell enough, you can keep your account up, and a lot of people make a decent amount of money on it. I'm going to leave the link for that in the bottom as well. The next one is Merch by Amazon. This one as well, you don't have to leave your house. This one is a little bit more crafty. You turn in your own designs to Amazon, tell them what kind of product you want to do. This is usually shirts, different types of clothing, and they make the product for you and sell it to you, and then you get royalties off of what they sell. Now with this one, it's a very popular one. It's very competitive. A lot of people get into it, so you actually have to have an invitation to get into it. You can go to the link, I have linked below, and you can request an invitation to apply to become Merch by Amazon. Once you do that, then you send in some artwork and you can see if you want to do it. But it's a very good way to start getting products out there, and you don't have to hire anyone. There's no upfront money for it. You literally just make your product, design, shirt, whatever it is, and then they make it for you and you get the royalties for it. The next one as well works with royalties, and that's Kindle Direct Publishing. So if you ever want to write a book or like a kid's book, anything like that, you can actually make your book and send it directly to Kindle Publishing, and they will have it published within 5 minutes, and in 24 to 48 hours you can actually have your book online and people can have it on their Kindles or Amazon Audible, different things like that, to where they can actually read your book and you can be making royalties off that. It says that you're able to get 70% of your royalties off of that, and you don't have to have any wait time or any time going between different publishers. It's quick, it's easy, and it's on there. Now we're going to get into a few different ones that are one you're going to have to leave your house, and you might have to have a little bit of capital for some of these. The first one I did for a little while. I didn't enjoy it, but I know a lot of people can make a ton of money on it, and that's Amazon Flex. Now Amazon Flex, you can use your own car. It's similar to being an Uber driver or a delivery driver. You use your own vehicle and you pick up blocks. So at the beginning of the day, there'll be blocks available for you to pick up, where you go to a warehouse, Whole Foods, Fresh, different places like that, and you pick up and you deliver for 2-hour blocks, 3-hour blocks, 4-hour blocks. And you have a guaranteed amount of money that you'll make. On the website, it says that you can make 18 to 25. So usually the minimum is $18 an hour, with the max being 25. It just depends how fast you can get it done. It's a very good way. Some people like it. You're pretty much just your own delivery service for Amazon. You just pick up when they're available. Recently, if you've noticed with Corona and everything going on, there's actually been a very big demand for it. I've noticed on my account that there's always blocks available, and the pricing has actually gone up quite a bit because they need people to deliver those prime packages. So that is a big one. The only thing with that is it's only needed in certain areas. Not every location has it or has a demand for it. But again, I will leave a link for it in the bottom. Now this next one, you actually have to have a bit of capital for it. And actually, if you had a little more expertise in the area, it would be very beneficial and you could probably make a decent amount of money off of it. It's called Amazon Logistics. Now with Amazon Logistics, you essentially build your own team of people to deliver Amazon packages for you. So to do this, there's a startup. You have to pay $10,000, go get trained. They teach you how to do it, and then you hire your own people to deliver for you. And you make money by how many trucks you bought or how many people you have delivering for you, not by how many packages you get in and out. So essentially, you take care of all the logistics for Amazon in a certain area. If you have an expertise in logistics, or you actually have someone you could hire and do that for you, it's a very good way you can make a lot of money, because I know it says on the website with $10,000 you could actually gross over $1 million doing this. There's also a little thing they have in there for veterans. If you are a veteran, you can actually get your $10,000 reimbursed once you start the business with Amazon. Now, this last one I'm going to go over is what I've actually been doing for a little over a year, and it's actually what I only do currently. Something that I came across looking on YouTube and finding different ways to make money that I actually didn't have any idea that actually worked, because I did not actually know that Amazon was sold by third party. I thought everything you bought on Amazon was sold by Amazon. Come to find out, it's over 63% of the stuff you buy actually comes from a third party. So when you buy stuff, it actually comes usually from a small business. You're supporting a small business most of the time when you buy stuff on Amazon. So that'd be Amazon seller. And to get started in this, I'm going to go future videos after this and show you how to do it. But the main part is you can have an app and actually see what sells good on Amazon. It tracks data and everything like that, and you can just send in things to them. So the biggest one a lot of people have heard about is doing private label. And this such thing is where you go and find a product, you do a lot of product research, different apps, different things like that, and you find a product that sells very well, and you were able to rebrand it with your own brand or something like that, and you go to wholesalers, usually in China on AliExpress or Alibaba, have them make a big amount and have them ship it to Amazon for you, and you have to touch anything with it. You just take care of what gets shipped in, what gets out, and you get the money from the sales. The only thing with this one is it takes a lot of money to get into this. I mean, there's minimum of like 5,000. Some people say they start at 500, but it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time to get into it, and it's not guaranteed. It's very competitive. But this is the most popular one that people have heard of. It's not one I've tried. I may get into it eventually, but it's not something I necessarily wanted to go into right now. It's something I wanted to originally when I heard about it, but it takes a lot of work to get into that. The next one is people do wholesale. So wholesale essentially is you get your license, you get your LLC, different things like that, where you can sell and you buy from distributors or from brands and you sell their products on Amazon. So with this, it's already a created product. All you're doing is buying and selling what they already sent to you. You send it to Amazon, well, you pay for what you got, and then you have the license to sell their products on Amazon, and you make the money off of what you're selling. This one is a big one. A lot of people do this where they can get in a big amount of product, because the more product you sell, the more money you can make. It's a pretty big one. It's not one I've stepped into yet. It's one I look to do here in the future, and when I do, I definitely will put a video on how that works. Now, this last one is what I currently do, and is one I'm going to do videos on after this, on how I got started into it and help others to learn this, because it's the easiest way to learn the ins and outs of how Amazon works. So that would be retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. So retail arbitrage essentially is you go out and you find products that are clearanced or discounted or sell at a lower rate in your local areas compared to what they're trading for online. And the biggest way of doing that is you have the free app, like I said, the Seller Central app. You can download and go scan and see what it's trading for on there, see how much you'll make, and different things like that. As well as with online arbitrage, same thing. You find clearance or different products for a cheaper price at a certain website compared to what they're trading for at Amazon. It seems as Amazon is such a big retail, a lot of people do not even look at other websites or even think about going to stores to find it. It's so easy to have Prime and have things delivered to you right away. Or even if it's not Prime, people just search on Amazon and find it. So you're able to find products like that. And the biggest way to get started to is finding cheaper products. And I did that by starting with books. A lot of people don't even think about it, but used books is probably one of the biggest ones to do because you can get used books for 10 cents to $2. They're usually not very expensive. You can go to any thrift store, libraries, and they're just getting rid of them. And you can find a book that costs 50 cents. It could be a textbook that goes for $1,000. It's a big way to start. And then once you can get into that, you can build it up and try different products because you have to have a certain amount of sales, different algorithms that Amazon works before you can actually sell different brands on their website. And that's how I started. And like I said, my next video, I will go over how you can get started in selling books on Amazon. And that's how I do it, going to thrift stores, scanning them, bringing them back, getting shipment, listing it, and shipping it into Amazon for what's called Fulfilled by Amazon. Fulfilled by Amazon is essentially Prime. If you have a Prime account and you order things Prime, that means it's getting shipped from one of their warehouses. Another way is Fulfilled by Merchant. And that's essentially, if you think about it like the way that eBay is or any other one, if I were to buy something, I send it to you directly, which is a little more because I have to fulfill it. It's easier to just send it in. You just have more fees. And that's essentially how I got started into it. I'm able to make a living off of it. And like I said, if you continued following on this next video will be all about how I got started into it. And we'll do books, and then we'll get into retail arbitrage and then online arbitrage. So stay tuned.